Hi everybody. Sorry, my fingers got tangled and I was trying to press buttons. I was trying to press two things at the same time. But hello, welcome. God damn it, it's hot. God, even I say this every day, but today is noticeably even worse today. Let me check the weather, cuz it's actually really noticeable even in my own bedroom. Shit, 82. Oh god, that's hot. That's insufferably hot today. And it's uncomfortable in this room to the point. That's how hot it is. That's me dying. Anyway, let me know how you guys are doing. If you guys are dying for weather due to weather and stuff like that. I swear to God, right before stream, I was checking my eyes. I felt normal, and then I sat down in my desk chair, and all of a sudden, something in my eye, eyelash in my eye, or something like that, and I can still feel it, but I noticed that recently it's like phantom eyelashes or something's in my eye, but I can't see what it is. So it's like I can't even get it out. So we're just gonna suffer, and hopefully the feeling just goes away. Oh, I wish I had a fan or something. Jesus Christ, I'm actually dying a little bit. God, oh God. Oh, the music's really loud. Sorry. Why did it get loud all of a sudden? It looked really quiet, and then all of a sudden it was blasting in people's ears. God, okay, let's just get to. Should we just get working? Because God, I don't know how long we can last in today's stream with the weather or the heat being like this. Because I'm just sitting at my desk and I'm dying, and it doesn't help that my computer also gets a little warm sometimes. It doesn't usually get warm with art streams, but when we game and stuff, oh boy, sometimes I just feel hot air brush up against my leg, and I'm oh, it's hot, very hot. But anyway, we're just sketching today. I was going to start what is that, making reference sheets and stuff like that, but I realized last night that I am not prepared. I'm not prepared for to make ref sheets yet. We need to establish all elements of their characters of their design before we can really get into it. Let me show you. I haven't been working on that, so let me get this. Shit, yeah, we're gonna finish this sketch, and then I do want to sketch more things. There's some stuff that I need to change, some stuff that I didn't realize or didn't come to me until late. Because supposed to be, so Nyan, this character, right? He's supposed to be a detective of some sort, and it came up to me, and I was like, what do detectives or police carry on them? And it's gun, notebook, flashlight, and I'm like, Nyan doesn't look like he can carry any of that, so we're gonna have to change that within his belt. Maybe add a second one somewhere. And it's where does he put his gun? Because I thought he would have a gun. Where do you put that? And then he also has a dagger of some sort or knife somewhere on him. So it's where is that? So we have to figure that out first before we can fully get into reference sheets, because that's important, very very important. But let me show you guys what else I've been working on. I should have posted this on the Discord, but it was so close to stream time anyway. I was well, I'll talk about it on stream. I'll show off the works of my labor on stream. Can I do multiple at the same time? Oh, I can. Smart. Okay, so first off, we have weapon concepts. Mr. Scythe. We got scythes going on. I was on Discord. I showed this, so either 3 or 4, and I tried doing a mix of 3 and 4 together, but I think deep down I like this one, so we'll go with this one. I don't know. I just really like the shape of it, the boxiness of this side too. I don't know. I just like this one a lot more than the ones that I came up with. Or the mixes I try to make with. So there we go. That's decided. So Luo's concepts are kind of complete. I think Nyan just needs a little bit of work now. So part of that was designing handcuffs, because I think it was important if he needs to apprehend anyone that he has it. And it can hang on the front. This is inspired by Risley's design too from Genshin. So I was looking at that. I think number 1's the winner. 3 very uninspired, but 2 is alright, I think. But I think 1 would look really good, because you would see it on the front of his belt. I think so. That looks good. We're gonna do with that. But yeah, I had to work on a lot more weapon concepts and stuff like that. So Today, no reference sheets just yet. Maybe, what, Sunday? Yeah, Sunday maybe we'll start working on reference sheets. I don't want to count count on it. Don't count on it, but that could be a possibility of what we're working on. Hopefully. It's hard to talk. I'm really sweating, really working right now. Hold up. Okay. God, I wish I could establish all my reference sheets and put them on one little navigational window, because it's not. This is difficult. Okay, what are we doing? Sketching, right? So we can, sketch. Belt wise, utility belt wise. This might be a good time to sketch that too. Where's my pen? Oh, it's right there. Oh god, I'm dying. I'm literally dying. I feel like I'm in the desert. I'm streaming out in the desert, but that's not the case. All windows are open. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I think his belt will have to go straight. And do we want to have connecting? I don't know. Okay, gun would go here. You can't really see that. Something like that. Sketchy, yeah, we sketching. Welcome. Wait, what? Oh, oops. I thought mix up was up already. Oh well, sorry. Sorry. I thought I had it booted up. In the back of my mind, I did tell myself, oh, do not forget. I think what happened was that I did forget. I was opening up all of my programs at the same time, and in my head I was like, do not forget to set up mix it up, and then I forgot. So what good did that do me? But God, oh my God, it's hot today. I can't. We need to talk about something else to take my mind off it, because the more I talk about it, the more I'm I don't want to. The more I'm I don't want to stream. I want to just sit somewhere cool or anything. Guess I should leave. What the fuck? What did I do? I didn't do anything. What? I made a simple mistake, guys. Guys, do not cancel me because I forgot to open up. Mix it up. Sorry. It was up. I just didn't have it open to the right page for it to be working. Oh my God, it's hot. Jesus Christ. I'm dying. I feel like I'm straight up dying. Do you guys have any remedies for the heat? I don't know why it's just so particularly hot today. Even in my bedroom. Hi, dying. I'm Kingdom. What if this was serious? What if I actually was dying? What if I was dying? What the fuck? If I was actually dying, I hope you guys would not be like, oh, hi, I'm hi, dying. I'm Bubba. I'm so and so. And I'm just I hope not. Oh my God. I'm literally choking on shame, and I'm guys, I think it's my time to go, and chat would just be like, nice, or whatever. Cope. I see. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this belt. I think we need to look this up. I was looking up tactical belts earlier, and I thought I had a good idea of what they looked like in my brain, but not anymore. I don't particularly remember. Or it's which direction do you want to go into? Because you could go to multiple. Some belts, tactical belts, they have it where it goes down like that, and you have things on the side. But I'm trying to. Okay, I guess I have to figure out what goes where. What is going where? Okay, gun would go on the thigh, I think. I don't think that's the most hidden, but that makes the most sense, right? Originally, this was just a fashion choice, but okay, we can give it utility. But then, if he has, I don't know, a dagger or a knife or something, or if he has even, a simple thing like a flashlight, where do you put it? On the belt or on the side? It could be on this. It's how much do I add? How much little embellishments or, little belts can you add on to this guy without it looking crazy or busy? What talent a fan helps? I don't have a fan. We don't. I used to have this really nice air conditioner, but I never needed to use it because I never got that hot, so I gave it away. So now I'm just stuck. But now it's not as I'm not I don't know. I think I'll be okay, but I do feel a little like dying. What else am I doing? What else are we sketching today? What else do I need to sketch or establish? Yeah, belts. Okay, belt. That's like my biggest thing. God. Yeah, let me know how you guys are doing if you guys are also really dying. I imagine that if it's really hot where I am, then everyone else is even more hot cuz I consider myself to live in an area where it's the weather is pretty nice. So, if I'm hot, then I feel like everyone else is hot. Tactical belt. Okay, Pinterest remembers exactly what I was looking at. Yeah, because sometimes they go on both sides. Because I don't know if I want that. It would make good symmetry to have it tied around both, and then it comes down. But there's no particular reason for it to do that, and I don't know. I think he looks very sleek. Yeah, I like how sleek he looks. I don't know. But he does need to hold stuff. Like, I think that's one thing that not anime, but like some designs get wrong. Because cosplayers will always complain, like, "Oh my god, my character doesn't have any pockets or anything." It's like, yeah, like where is this character putting all their stuff? I don't know. I like to think about it in that way, where it's like, if anyone ever cosplayed as my characters, then I would give them pockets, or at least like a belt or something, or a bag maybe, so they are not carrying their stuff, or they don't have like that friend that carries up all their stuff. That's another thing that people do. Bag of holding. I wish he had a bag of holding. It's so interesting what about like bag of holdings, like the concept of that, because some people say it's like a magical bag. Some people say it's like a bag that leads to like an infinite dimension, so you can just pick stuff up. So sometimes like the DM doesn't tell you, and you end up like stuffing a person in there, and then the person straight up just dies in the bag of holding because there's no air or whatever. You know, I do like D&D. I know of it, and I've watched other people play, but I've never played like a game or a campaign myself. I have like it's not like a legitimate D&D campaign because we don't follow the exact rules, but it's fun. There is something in me that wants to be that or like wants to do that, but I don't really have the time, and also I don't know. If I were to do a campaign, I would like it to be with friends, but I don't have that many friends that play it. And I think in my brain, like just like even though I watch it, right? I don't think D&D is always that much not fun per se. I shouldn't say that. But like I think the comedy is reliant on you, you know? So while I'm like, haha, D&D is so fun and so funny, like I might join a campaign and it just be like not that or not what I expected because all I do is watch like Critical Role or where's the other people that I watch? I can't remember what their name was. Shit. It was like Rooster Teeth did they had a podcast where they played D&D, and I can't remember what it's called. Before Rooster Teeth died, they were establishing a D&D podcast, and it was really fun. It is really fun. It's still going on. You can find it even though Rooster Teeth is gone. They still work on it, and I love it. What's it called? Shit, what is it called? What is it called? Oh my god. I need to like if I'm going to shout out something I should know what it's called, but yeah, I'm afraid that like it won't be like that. Like I want my D&D campaigns to be like their adventures with voices and stuff like that, but not everyone plays the same way, you know? And not every DM is the same too. Like you're like the DM is also plays like a very very important part. I would like DM because I do like storytelling and stuff like that, and I'm detail oriented. But I don't think the math would be I don't think I would be really good at math. So when people when people tell me like, when I'm like, oh, you do this, what's your damage? How much is your strength? And I'd be like, I just be like the whole time I'm just like on a calculator, just like, okay, give me a hot minute. Good storytelling, not good math. And to be a good DM, you have to have both. That would train my brain though. That'd be good. That'd be good, like quick exercises. And by the end of like a campaign, I'd be like on the spot, just like doing math in my brain, fast, fast, fast. But alas, I have no one to play. I have no one to play with. Right, yeah, tactical belt, huh? All these tactical belts are too. Oh, what if I look up Ren Fair? This conversation about like what you call about D&D and stuff is reminding me that I can look up like Ren Fair outfits. Have any of you ever been to a Ren Fair? The last Ren Fair I went to, I was in middle school and it was my first one, and I wasn't. It was like very new to me, so I didn't get to fully experience it like how you're supposed to. Not how you're supposed to. Like everyone does it differently, right? But I want to go to a Ren Fair and fully just immerse myself in it. I want to dress up. I want to like look at everything. Experience the events. But mostly, I just want to dress up. I think that's the biggest thing when people go to Ren Fairs. It's like you dress up as a character. Actually, not a character per se, but like just dress up in the theme. Characters are for people who go to Ren Fairs like yearly, like all the time, because then you start being recognizable and stuff like that. It's almost like cosplay, but it's your own character a little bit, and it's more like free because it's Ren Fair. Ren Fair, no outfit, belt. Because all of the belts that we're looking at are a little too modern. So the best way to look at it is like look at like vintage belts or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to look for like leather, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. Because now we're getting what you call too fantastical. Hi Ollie, you be lurking. I know you playing Star Rail. I wanted to ask you a Genshin question, but oh well. Another time. Or I could ask Mitsuki, but I don't know how. Okay, so you know the new summer resort event, right? Summer resort event. I started it, but I realized that it's very, very like it's huge, right? I only have like 11 days to do it. What is like limited and what's not limited? That's what I'm asking. Like, are the quests limited? Because Bennett's outfit, I think, is limited, and in order to do that, you have to do quests, I think. So that's limited, right? But the area itself, that's not limited, right? Like, that's gonna exist forever, right? What do you mean 11 days? There's only 11 days left, I think. I'm pretty sure. This one goes for 80 days. Wait, okay, I don't know. I was looking on it yesterday, and the event was like, oh, you got 11... There's 11 days left to do these quests. And I'm like, oh, 11 days? Oh, my God. Maybe it's been 80 days. Has it been 80 days? Anyway, what is limited and what's not limited? I just need to know that so I can divide my time up correctly. Because holy shit, I'm going to be there forever. Areas permanent, the mini. Okay, so if I ever need to do a quest or something, or if there's like little quests and stuff, I have no. By the way, that area, I'm so confused. It feels weird playing that event as like a new player who hasn't even gone to Natland yet. And I'm so confused about everything. Okay, what would I look up? What is the keyword for like the stupid belt with like a bunch of little stuff that you can hold stuff in? Because yeah, tactical belts too modern. What would I look up? God, I've done this before. I've done this for characters before, but I can't remember what the keyword is for this. Belt. Yeah, see? It's gone on the... I see, I was right. There's only 11 days left. I was right. Yeah, I should have started it like way sooner. The area is huge. There's so much to do. I'm literally like painting left and right. I'm like, shit. Shit. Yeah, in this new event, you transform yourself into this little blob, and it can paint or something like that. Very fun, but also like because I'm so like, what do you call those people who are like complete everything, you know? Who do everything, complete everything. I'm one of those people when it comes to games, unless I get like super tired or bored. So that's me right now. I'm like die, like just going left and right, like painting, trying to do quests, playing these mini games, and I don't have time. That's insane. No. I bet. Oh my god. Okay, if you can't do it, then I can't do it. So I don't want to hear that. I'd win. I'd win. I want Bennett's outfit. You kidding me? He's so fashionable. He's so stylish. I need that outfit. We're going to get him his outfit. His lucky outfit. We're going to get it for him. And he's going to be happy. He's going to finally be happy. I hope. I mean, you could just buy it, but I'd rather not. He's going to be happy. We're going to make him happy. He's going to wear his lucky colors. He's going to have his stupid, I don't know, JBL speaker on the back, on his back, and that's it. Also, I prefer Bennett's Japanese voice way more than his English one. Oh shit, the Zenless event too. I started it yesterday, but wait, I started the Alice one yesterday, which isn't bad. I think it just got released yesterday, so we're fine with time. But also, there's something else that I need to do too. Ooh. See, this is why I can't play Star Rail. I wanted to play Star Rail. I was going to like maybe start doing that because I keep getting spoiled for the story and I have like no idea what the fuck is happening. And not gonna lie, it low-key pushes me off because I'm like, I don't understand anything that they're talking about. But I love the designs and I want to play it, but I don't have the time. I don't got the time for that, see? Despite being unemployed, I don't have time. Can you believe that? I have priorities. That's me with Genshin. Like always like I want to exit but then I'm logged in. Like I'll be like, "All right, time to go." And then I'll see a chest like out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, "Oh, I better get that chest or else I'm going to forget it." And then I'll walk down there. I'll walk down, I'll get the chest, and then I'll see an event or something, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay, why not? Let's do the event. I'm right here. I might as well." And it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on. I'm just like, Genshin, there's so much. I'll be like, "Oh, there's a Sealy, better follow it." And then, "Oh, there's a chest. I gotta go kill monsters." Oh, oh. All of that. I haven't been sketching because I'm like, what the fuck do you look up for belts? I don't know. Fantasy belt. Fantasy belt? Fantasy belt. Wow, it actually does lock you in. That is actually like a thing that they do. Incredible. Here we go. Yeah, fantasy belt, witch's belt, sort of that thing. That's what we're looking at. I hate that it's giving me a bunch of sponsored stuff. Not what I want. Pinterest. Yeah, not what I want, but yeah, belt wise, what are we doing? I think it's funny that Nyan his outfit is so like old fashioned when like Luo next to him is just so stylish and modern. Or I mean, like they're both stylish, but like just the styles are so different. And it's not like they're from different times or anything. They're from the same time. And yeah, legitimately, I just don't know. I don't even know how Nyan ended up wearing this. Like in like the story or like world wise, I have no idea. He just finds it cool, I guess, or I don't know. Yeah, so I did design handcuffs. I know, very. You know how crazy I look when I look up references for handcuffs? You know, the internet must think, or my government, my FBI agent who's like tracking me, he must think I'm crazy. He's like, handcuffs? Handcuffs? What is Monster looking at? Because yeah, I designed these bad boys and a little bit reference of Riesly, a little bit. Yeah. My CIA / FBI agent, exactly. He must think I'm crazy because basically when I went on to Pinterest, it's like I look up handcuffs and then it's like at the end it's like romantic and I'm like, no, I mean like actual handcuffs. I need to live anyway. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with number 1. But yeah, that was my morning or that was my day before stream. Just being like, no, no. I just want to know what actual handcuffs look like. Like, it's not that serious. It's not that weird. I'm not a weirdo. I swear. Okay, now the question is like, does the thigh strap connect to like the main? I don't know. Good question. I think it could, like if it like hung down here or something. But then the buckles that I drew don't make sense. Cops arrest this hamster. No, I'm not doing anything weird. I swear. I swear I'm not looking at anything weird. It's for research. It's for work. I swear. That's really me when I'm looking up like references or like doing life drawing and it's like people nude because that's the best way to like learn anatomy. And then people walk in and are like, hello? And I'm like, ah! I'm not doing anything weird, I swear. I swear, I'm just improving my artwork. I swear to God. Yeah, how does this work? How do belts like this work? And I don't know if I even want it to come down the middle. It could. Again, I don't know how that would connect. Oh, but then it would be kind of heavy, right? Just imagine like Neon like running around and like his fucking holster on his thigh keeps slipping. Yeah, that would make sense if it was tied somewhere. Maybe on the side rather than... Because I want my buckle. How far will this undo? There we go. Okay, good. Yeah, the heat. I'm dying. Yeah, a big part of me wanting to play Star Rail, or like, I think what happened was I was watching a clip of Finan's VA and Me Day's VA playing Peak together, and it was very fun. And then I think that kind of told my TikTok, I was like, oh, you like Finan and Me Day together? All right, we'll give you a Finan. That's what the VAs say. The VAs call him Finan. Hey. Do not kill the don't shoot the messenger. Anyway, Finan. I said fine in my brain. I read it as Finon, but then like they're like Finan, and I'm like, all right, Finan. Okay, Finan. Okay, it is Finon. Jesus Christ. Okay, because that's what I thought. I was like, Finan sounds more like proper. And all of a sudden it's like Finan. Finan Anyway, I don't know. I just really like them together, so that's why I kind of want to play Home Guys so I can see them together. But I don't know. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. Like I have so many games I'm playing. There's a new banner coming up in Love and Deed Space. I'm gonna have to grind for that, you know? It's a beach theme. Finally, finds every excuse I've made. I know. They're like, they kind of feel like tragic lovers. Is that weird for me to say? Where it's like one of them always is like something tragic is gonna happen to one of them, and they're just like fated to like not be together in a way. I don't know. They absolutely are. I know. Okay, so that's all I need to know. And I love seeing the fan art. The fan art. The fan art. The fan art, guys. The fan art. The fan art. Yeah, the symmetry would be kind of good for this and more tacticalness. Where are we putting his things? Again, where is he putting his things? He has to have a notebook and a pen somewhere. He has to have maybe a flashlight. or somewhere. His gun is on his thigh, I think. But then, like, if he has a dagger or some sort of knife or sword, where is that? Where is that? Spoiling you, as in like spoiling the story, because yes, that's also me. That's why I'm like confused. Anytime I see something like Honkai related, I'm like, what is happening? Man purse. I have purse. Luckily, I have purse. Yeah, like a satchel or something. He doesn't have the room on his body for a satchel because that I don't like that it's crossed and it would like cover too much of his outfit. Like I have so many like cool elements and I don't know. That seems you can't be running around. Wait, what did Sherlock Holmes walk around with? A bag. He had a man purse, didn't he? Yeah. Okay. You know what? If maybe I'll think about it. But if Sherlock Holmes can walk with a man purse, like why can't Nyan do it? I don't know. A fanny pack. This would technically be a fanny pack if it's like a bag or if it's like a belt with a bag on it. It's like a fancier version of a fanny pack, right? Like having it like that, where it comes down like that. Okay, but if that one comes down, then this one also has to come down. I don't know. It's like, what do I like? Like, I found this cool one. Maybe we should emulate that instead. Like, I don't know. Because this feels kind of clunky. I want him to be stylish. Like, yeah. He's a detective, whatnot, whatever. But he still looks good, you know? He doesn't let that stop him. Yeah, he kills people. Yeah, he's a vampire and eats people. But, like, he looks good while doing it. So, that's the important part, you know? Anyway, yeah, I may or may not play. How old is Honkai? Like, okay, so if Zenless just got its first year anniversary, and what Genshin's been around for like what 5 years, so where is Honkai in that timeline of like releases? Was Zenless the most recent release from MiHoYo? I doubt it. Yeah, how old is Honkai? I must know. 2. Oh, okay. So it's like yeah, it is in between. So it was like Genshin and then Honkai and then Zenless. I keep getting them all mixed up. I keep wanting to call Zenless Star Rail. That's not what that is. Oh, wait. Tears of Themis is that young? Oh, I wanted to play Tears of Themis. Maybe we should I wanted to play that, but if I'm going to play Star Rail then no, cannot. Plus, I already have a game that with filled with hot guys. Anyway, yeah, I do want to play, but we'll see. This is actually a good reference for his belt. I was drawing a separate drawing earlier, but right before stream. But I think this does a little better job. It kills like two birds with one stone, essentially. This kind of crosses. I wonder if we can do that where it like. Can I leave like the belt on his thigh alone? I'm afraid like technically it would like fall down. I know it's fictional, but just the thought of it, I don't know. I like to think as if he's alive, or as if this is like an actual thing that someone would wear. Because there's always like on the internet where it's like videos where it's like Thanos technically wouldn't be able to snap with his gauntlet because the metal blah blah blah. It's like I don't want to get caught in one of those. My thing with I feel like the trademark with my characters is that they either wear a tie or they have like multiple belts. The Infinity Stones rewrite reality. Yeah, they're just able to snap, you know? They just work. Or I wonder if I even had to like cross or like give him like 3 belts. Maybe I could have just given him one extra one. I don't know. That's my thing. Really focusing on stream and Apex somehow. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Like I don't think if I played like Valorant and was chatting someone's stream, I couldn't do it. I'd be like focused on one over the other. I would have to like close one. You know it gets serious when you have to like pause the video you're watching as you're playing a game. That's how I feel about Zenless sometimes. I'll be watching a video on the side and I'm like, hold on, I need to actually like listen for these like sound cues for when I need to dodge. Cause that's just getting annoying. Something I need to think about is also like the vampire powers that Neon would get as a vampire. Like I don't know. I think it's kind of vague. It really depends on the universe of like what powers a vampire gets. Cause let's see, and like what we did in the shadows or what we do in the shadows, they gave the vampires different abilities, and you kind of get a new one depending on yourself, right? But I think in some universes, like everyone has the same power, or I don't know. Good show. I also so actually it's kind of hard to watch sometimes what we do in the shadows, but I thought it was funny. I don't know. My mom had a little bit more trouble watching things, which surprised me because usually she's the one who can like tolerate stuff like that. I don't. But I thought what we did in the shadows was like really clever, and I really liked the world that they build with the vampires. It's like, yeah, what would a vampire do in like a modern world? And they're just funny. God, I love that show. Oh my god. I miss it. We'll never know what happens at the end. I love that show. Anyway. Yeah, but then like Twilight does the same thing where it's like everyone's got different powers. It's like what powers what is like not what is within the I don't know, the universe? What is something that is possible? Like what's a power that's like, that wouldn't exist. Like that's too much. Where is the limit? Cuz like okay, so in Twilight, like I don't even know what Edward's power is, honestly. I only remember like his siblings' powers. Like Alice. I think Alice could tell the future or something. But that's cuz she could do that when she was human or something like that. But it's like what can I give them? I think the basis from research is like every vampire has hypnosis, they can fly, they can transform, they can shapeshift, which is technically like the same as like what transforming into like a bat, right? I can't remember. Did I say hypnosis? Yeah, hypnosis is a big one. Be sexy. Yeah, that's that's a yeah. That's also another one. Yes. Uh huh. But what else? What else is there that I can give him? Like originally, when I was thinking up of his character, I thought he would make a very good detective because he could just sense blood. Like that would be his power, just to be able to sense blood, no matter what form or where it is, or like if it's covered up, if it's mixed in paint or stuff like that. But I'm like, if he's a vampire, that's kind of a given. Like that's not special. It's like when you look at Aquaman and it's like I have the ability to breathe underwater. It's like yeah, you're Aquaman. That's given. So it's like, what can I give him then? What would be a special ability that I can give him? Okay, anyway, if he has, maybe we won't give him a belt on this leg then, because if he has a bag, then that's, or if we put something here, just to balance it out. I don't know. I had to think about that. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I had to like research, and it's like, how would that help in the story? Because this is supposed to be like a murder mystery, but that's hard. That's hard. Writing a murder mystery on its own is hard, but when you give your character like abilities, like supernatural abilities, that's another thing. Okay, I think. Oh wait, I wanted to wait. Oh god damn it. Okay, hold up. This is complicated. I don't know what belt to give him. Because he was supposed to have. My idea was that he would have handcuffs like hanging down here. I don't think it would hang down straight. That Riesling has that. So in Genshin, Riesling has like his handcuffs like fall straight down, but that feels annoying. I feel like it'd be better if it's sort of if they hung next to each other, if both like cuffs were like that, and the chain hung down here. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. Yeah, but like hung down here. Yeah, that makes more sense. But then where does his other stuff go? I would assume that it would just be behind him, like on the back, on his back. But that feels a little uncomfortable. It feels so clever for this design. It's basically like the cross on his chest, but or on his tie, but I just broke it up so that it's in. It just fits around the handcuff. Very clever. As I say to myself, self-proclaimed cleverness. Really crude sketch of it, but you know, it's fine. We haven't gotten to Luo. Will we even get to Luo again in the stream? Can you imagine like Luo was just forever like unfinished? That'd be really sad. There, we pretend like those are handcuffs. Okay, so where does everything else go on his body? Where's all his gear? Yeah, maybe there's like a bag on this side. I don't know, like right here. Or like on his thigh. Like another one on his thigh. Okay, we have to draw that one again. I just erased it. Yeah, he's all definitely a lot more geared up than Luo, because Luo doesn't necessarily need all of that stuff. All he needs is his scythe, and his scythe kind of just gets summoned in my brain. I originally thought that maybe he would have to have it physically on him, so maybe it would be hidden, or it would transform into like a suitcase or something, sort of like in Zenless. But I don't know. Having to design the mechanics of that, like that's a lot. Also, I feel like I would just be sort of copying, but that could still be an option. Okay, that looks pretty good. Maybe he does have a strap going down this. I don't know. We'll just play around with the idea that maybe not. All right. I do need to sketch out his hand, so let's do that. I need to find that reference image. Again, I need to be able to like. I wish I was able to see all my references in one page, but Studio won't allow me to do that. Where did I put it? Where did I put this file? Ah, okay, found it. Okay. Let me at least finish his hand, and then we can move on to the other one, Mr. Luo. What else has been going on? Yeah, no, nothing. Same old sketching. Yeah, I think I talked about this a little bit on the Discord server, but one morning I woke up and I just heard like a clashing noise, and I was like, oh my god. Or I kind of, okay, I will be honest and say that I actually didn't get up right away because I was like, oh, it's my cats. They probably knocked over something and it's probably not a big deal. And then I walked out. I got up like, I don't know, a couple minutes later, maybe like 30 minutes later or something. And I looked and I was like, there is dripping water on my wooden table, and it's because my cats had knocked over a vase of flowers, and I was so mad. Because even like the night before, they broke a lamp. They broke like a glass lamp by knocking it, or they pulled on the cord by accident, and it just fell. And I was like, why is this the time to be destructive? Luckily, nothing broke, but there just was water everywhere. That was the biggest concern, because wood and water do not mix together. Like, have you ever had like a wooden table and you accidentally like leave your drink or your glass on top, and it leaves a ring? Yeah, my mom gets really upset whenever I do that, so I have to be really careful. So imagine just that, but it's like a whole like area just was damaged by water. That was a couple of days ago, so hopefully it's cleaned up. Hopefully nothing. I dried it enough, but who knows? Okay. Oh, that hand is so wrong. But, I didn't mean to do that. Jump scare. Whenever there's a hand like this, I can never. Yeah, hand ugly, but whatever. I can't. Okay, whatever. I want to move on. Wait, hold on. Okay. What can I? What is the tiniest thing I can do to make it look better? Okay, I think that works. Okay, anyway, Mr. Luo, we can draw him. Yeah, I still don't fully understand this arm. I think it actually, if I correct it, it's like the hand goes. Let me redo that. It's more like here. Actually, okay, I actually drew this like really wrong, and now it's bothering me. Okay, I think. Okay, whatever. It's the best I can do. But I think this arm actually goes down here. Last 1v1. Oh, that's sad. Skill issue. You know, get better next time. Okay, is that how it would look like? I have no idea. Like, maybe this is how I would fix this arm. Okay, whatever. That's the best we can do. I don't know. There's something maybe that kind of misses the slant that he had in his belt, where it would kind of like go in this direction, but I don't know. I really can't. I really need to figure out his fucking belt. I'll do it later. I'll show you. For now, let's just continue sketching them. I made his eye line too low. Should be raised a little more. He's supposed to be looking down, but oops. Wait, what? Did I draw the face on the wrong? Oh, I did. Weird. There you go. That looks a little better. It is cooling down a little bit as I like sit here, which is good. Yeah, I don't really fans aren't really needed here. The most thing that we would need is like a heater cuz I think most houses here they don't have air conditioning, but they have heaters. So, in the summer I just die. But in the winter it doesn't get that cold either. So, typically weather would be great, but I think, due to environmental circumstances, not the case anymore. Wait, what expression are we drawing his face in? We're like kind of way too zoomed in. Also, I don't know if I like Nyan's face. Like, there's something about it that I don't particularly like, but I can't pinpoint it. It's like, I feel like I wouldn't draw his face this way, and I can't pinpoint what it is. Maybe if I, like, flip the canvas, but it's a bad sign when you like what your art looks like flipped rather than the normal direction. I wonder if I can liquid tool it. God, the liquify tool is like, it's a little better than Procreate's, but it still kind of sucks. That didn't do anything. It just blurred my image. What the fuck? It just blurred my drawing. This is the Bruno Mars song. The one that I was like, is this Michael Jackson? This is not Michael Jackson. It's Bruno Mars. This is the song. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I always have trouble drawing Leo's face. Just gotta keep drawing him, I guess. Oh my god. Ugly. What is wrong with me? Why can't I? It's always him that I can't draw his goddamn face. Or I can only draw it in specific angles, and that's really a skill issue on my part. Oh my god. I can't draw. Ugh. Oh my god. The way I'm like fighting the urge to like redo this entire face or this entire drawing. Oh my god, I keep doing that. I'm just spamming buttons on my own macro pad. That's great. Trust me, it scares you guys. It scares me more than it scares you guys. Or it scares me just as much as it scares you guys. So every time I'm not doing it on purpose. Okay, yeah, maybe we shouldn't jump to conclusions. I was like, right now, I was just like, actually, this drawing isn't so bad. Like, right when I add the eyebrows. It's a trust process. It's like, what do you call it? You gotta trust the process. It's gonna look ugly before it looks good. I actually like how I did the other eye better. How do I do that again? I feel like nowadays there's so many shows or the season or a new season of a show that comes out, and I never. It always just gets sprung on me like Wednesday. So the second season of Wednesday came out what yesterday, and I don't remember hearing anything about it until it got released or until it got until it was released. And I was like, what? When was this? Like, how long has this been in production? Like, is there no hype anymore? Do we not hype things up anymore? Like when it comes out, it's just like, oh, it's out. Like when was this? Also, his eyes are not looking in the same direction. There we go. God, I don't like what's happening here. I think I made the eyes too big. Always make eyes too big. There we go. That looks a little better. Yeah. I mean, should we continue drawing? I mean, I was like, it doesn't look good anymore. Oop. Oh, maybe that's why. There we go. I still think I made his face too long. I have a bad habit of doing that. Hot Guy July taught me how to do it, but it's not a good thing. Cause sometimes you don't have to draw them that long. Well, grab that and like lift it. Yeah, like that. Ah, see, looks way better. But now we have to move his head down, cause now his neck is too long. It's always like a back and forth. Then we have to save. Oh yeah, we should save. There you go. Quick Control S. And I'm gonna have a sip of water while we're here too. Definitely need to hydrate today. It is hot. This morning I was like, why? I was like, why am I so sleepy today? And it's because I haven't drank water. That's just straight up. Oh, you know what? I should drink my liquid IV. That would help me. I haven't drank water at all today. Okay, she comes out a little more, or a little too much. Gotta like tone that down. Well, now it looks weird that one of them is like looking up at the other, at one, but not the other. So we gotta change that. That's gonna bother me. It's tomorrow party day. Tomorrow's Friday, right? I'm very excited. This is the most mundane thing to be excited over, but there's a new Asian market that opened up in our area, and this is big news because we would have to like go to like a city over for our like grocery shopping, but it's a brand new Korean supermarket, and I am so excited because tomorrow I get to go. Today was the grand opening, and my friend went, and he told me how fucking busy and how long the line was, and I was like, hell no, I'm not lining up for that. But anyway, I get to go tomorrow. Hopefully, it won't be as busy because I actually need to do grocery shopping. So we'll see. And then on Saturday, I'm going over to my friend's house to swim at her pool because we were just like, I went over like last week and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot you had a pool. It would have been so nice to swim because it's so hot. She was like, come down next week. Like, I'm not doing anything next Saturday. And I'm like, really? All right, fine. I'll come down. I'm not doing anything. Sure. So that's what we're doing. Maybe I'll buy snacks while I'm at the grocery store tomorrow. Cover my bases. But it would be better to get it fresh. Maybe I will get it fresh. Okay, now I feel like, is that what his face looks like? I don't know. And I feel like he looks so small compared to Neon. But I think proportionally this works. No, I think he could be like slightly bigger. Yeah. Well, if we look at the legs, yeah, just slightly. But yeah, cousin's party. That's fun. Okay, maybe not that tall. That's a little much. There we go. Yeah, Luo's really doing Neon favors by being the one sitting down. I'm just trying to measure like head wise because I feel like Neon's head is a little too big. There is like a little perspective happening, like, but it shouldn't be by too much. Okay, it's not bad. Maybe I'll make it slightly bigger. Just because it does look a little too small. I want my style to be like a little more realistic, but I don't want it to be more not realistic, but proportional. But I don't want it to be too much where it's like I'm straight up just drawing regular people. Because that wouldn't be fun. Okay, let's draw his hair. If I draw his hair, it'll help me. Okay. I wonder if I can do it by muscle memory at this point. Don't even want to try. Yeah, the weekend will be very fun, and then we'll be back on Sunday with normal stream. Art stream. Yeah, I don't like how I did his face. What the fuck is happening? What is happening? I cannot draw. Hold up. It's like grab everything and like lift it up. Maybe not by too much. And then I'll have to adjust. That's so weird. That looks ugly. I hate that. Okay, whatever. It's a sketch. Whatever. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Even though I hate it. I can't. Okay, I need a reference of his hair. I was like, can I draw it from muscle memory? No. Because there's like a specific shape. I had to get it right, or else it looks weird. Yeah, once I get reference sheets of these characters done, I'll be like satisfied with their development, and then I can work on my other OC's reference sheets because that's also equally as important. But I was like, I have these guys on the brain, and might as well just keep working on them while it's fresh. What was I thinking of? No idea. I can't remember. Fuck. Yeah, you don't know. He looks so different to me. Like, I can't. This doesn't look like him. Maybe, again, I made his eyes too big, but. Or I just don't know that's what he looks like. This is hard. Drawing's hard. Drawing while, you know, in the heat, not too good. Is that what he looks like? A little bit. Maybe it's his nose, but I'm trying to. How do I draw noses? I don't remember. I could like go back to my old style like that, but it's so boring. Whenever I add nostrils, that's where it like all goes downhill. Maybe because in my brain it looks weird, but I don't know. That's not his expression. Jesus Christ. Looks funny. What? You know what? That's fine. Whatever. Let's keep going. Oh, it's gonna be ugly before it gets good. I have to remind myself that. Sorry, I'm grabbing my other files. See, this is like why I can't. Why I wish I could just have both references up at the same time, but no. Okay, I mean, I think his head is still too small. I think that's the problem. Now that I look at it. But I don't want to make it too big. That's the problem. Either that or Nyan's head is too big, but I don't think that's the case. I think his is too small. Yeah, there you go. I think we might need to adjust it later down the line, but I think that's good. God, I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. We don't have any food in the house, so it's a good time to like be lazy and make ramen or something. So I'm a little excited. Because typically we have food in the house, and I feel bad for eating ramen when it's like, why would you? It's like, why would you eat ramen if you got like leftovers that you don't want to go bad? It's like, oh, you're right. But now there's like none of that, so it's the perfect time. It's the perfect excuse to just be like, pull out the ramen. The I don't know what I'm gonna have. We have bulldog or like gin ramen, but I'm excited either way. Either way. Well, at least we get to see Luo's side. That's fine. We don't get to see Nyan's tie, but you know what? His tie is just as cool, I guess. Yeah, for his size, when I was making them, I was like, for the size, I wanted it to be a little, the design to be a little out there, because his outfit itself is so plain compared to Nyan's outfit. So I was like, okay, we'll counterbalance it with his weapon. His scythe can have a lot of design elements. I don't know that really pulls through or like comes out, but you know, I try. I do not know how to tie or how to draw knots, so that is what we're gonna keep with. Yeah, I mean, good enough. Whatever, whatever. That's not what it would look like, but whatever. Okay, his tie wouldn't be that long then. Oh well, but he's kind of leaned forward, right? So I guess. Okay, I was wrong. I was gonna fix a mistake that never existed. Then his jacket comes down here. Okay, sorry. I was just checking other stuff while I'm here. Is that accurate? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out also like where everything is placed. It's like how high is this? Is his flannel being tied? Where does his jacket end? Where does his under or his button up end? I think about that too. Because I was thinking that maybe I'd have to draw his button up a little higher on him. Because every time I draw it too low, his body looks a little short. So I'm thinking I have to shorten it. But I don't know. It's hard to see that here. Because his body's all scrunched up. Okay, I still think. Okay, maybe I made him too big now that I look at it. I don't know. I'm so. You know what? Whatever. These are just sketches. It's nothing too formal. Oh my god, I swear to god. The heat. I'm gonna die here. I feel like I'm like melting. But anyway. My Apple Pencil has been having a lot of issues lately, but I still draw with it. It is old. It's like version 1, but I don't know. The thing that's preventing me from buying a new one is like the compatibility with iPad to iPad. I'm afraid like the new one won't connect to my iPad because it's not the newest iPad. So I'm worried that it's like, oh, if I have this problem, then I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have many more problems or issues. Or if I try to spend like money on something, it's gonna be like, oh, I gotta spend even more money. The only problem that I have is that for some reason, and in some areas, it stops, or sometimes it just stops drawing. Like it loses connection almost. I guess that's the best way to answer it. But I don't know. If it's not like completely broke, then don't fix it. Like I'm gonna use that thing until I can't, just because it's so expensive. But I just wanted to complain. Oh, I almost forgot his lip piercing. That's important. There you go. It didn't look like him before. Now it looks like him. Yeah, I never give my OCs piercings other than their ears because I don't know. You can always say that OCs are just like a fragment of the person. So depending on how the OCs are designed, you can kind of see inside the person a little bit. And that's not the case for everybody, especially for these guys. So, but most of the time. But I've always been like, I don't have facial piercings, but if I would, I would maybe get one on my lip. So that was like, give it to him. I can live vicariously through Luo. These are supposed to be quick. I just remembered that these are supposed to be quick sketches, but oh well. Whatever. I'm having fun, and I'm doing this for the. This is concept. This is important. I never know how to draw sleeves from this angle. Oh, I did it. Never mind. Okay. I improve every day. I'm just better. Ever evolving. Yeah, I don't know how much I want to take from what we do in the shadows because I'm sure they do their research on like vampires and stuff, but it is also like obviously like they take things and they exaggerate things, but I feel like most of the stuff about vampires that they say in the show is pretty not basic knowledge, but like in based in reality, quote unquote, or like history, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know. I still need to think. Vampires are like have changed a lot through history, so it's more like what you you as the writer want to pick. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. And it's like, what power do I give? I don't know. Very lots of things to think about. Oh wait, that was wrong. Oh, I just erased my work. I didn't mean to. God. Also, I don't know if his jacket is leather or not. I should think about that too because that also depends on how you draw. Also determines how you draw his jacket. I would imagine it is. Or I don't think I thought of it at first, but now that I'm drawing it, I'm like, it looks like a leather jacket, so might as well. Hold up. Well, okay. I just erased something from Neon, but I feel like I should put it back. Again, we don't know what his belt is, but that's fine. We'll keep it like this. All right, all right. We'll draw the hands later. I can't see. I had to switch back to my other reference picture, but I don't want to. Let me draw what I can off here, and then we'll switch it. What? I feel like I like before stream I wanted to talk about something or bring something up, but I can't even remember anymore. Yesterday's VOD, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, or that stream's VOD got a lot of, not a lot of views, but like more than usual, which I'm kind of like, great, great. I can draw my OCs, great, that's amazing, and people like that. My most viewed VOD is right now at the moment is the one that we did of Zane, like the fan art that we did of Zane, which that's cool. That's great. I'm glad that there's sort of like a mix of or enjoyment. There's a mix of enjoyment from both fan art and just original artwork because that's like a big thing that artists have to really think about is like whether or not they can draw original stuff in order to get a following. And it's very mixed. It's like really depends on the person and sometimes people just get lucky with that. I don't know, it's hard. Social media is hard. Just draw what you want to draw. That's my only tip. Just do what you want to do and people will follow hopefully. Okay, I think the rest I can switch to my other reference for. Oh wait, I think I can do it like this. There you go, back. So yeah, I drew Neon's shoe wrong. Should drawing the foot at a different angle than just from the side or like basic is kind of hard. There we go. There we go. Oh my god, that's so much better. You have to sort of think about it as in a different way. Ooh, tangent. Okay, whatever. There we go. Fixed it. Not completely accurate, but better. Better than what we had before. Yeah, that's better. Next. Okay, hand. We're just gonna do the essence of a hand. Like, this sketch is already messy. I don't think I need to put that much effort into the hands, but we'll have it so that it's, you can tell it's sort of, or what's supposed to be there at least. Doing all this new concept stuff is really fun. Like, all this design work I've been doing lately, even for like my old OCs and my new OCs, I'm having a lot of fun. That's like my zone, my element, you know? Gonna eat and watch a random video and say, nice, have fun. Whenever I eat or do anything, it's like I always watch the same things, which I think if I think I've heard that's like a anxiety thing where if you watch the same thing, you watch the same things because you know what's gonna happen, and therefore there's no anxiety or like having to wait or stuff like that, which is sometimes the truth. But like the reason why I watch the same things is because yeah, I know what's gonna happen, and therefore I can just have it as background noise and not have to pay attention. I do it a lot though. Okay, whatever. Essence of a hand. Essence of a hand. It's not the right size, but okay. Yeah, I'm having fun, but I want my fun to like go somewhere one day. Like, I hope one day like these characters will be famous in like a manga or something, or a webcomic. Any of my characters, not just these guys, but any. Like, I would like my effort to go somewhere one day. Okay, again, essence of a hand. Do not expect anything crazy. I still want to be able to stylize hands, but I don't know. I had to like really reference. Like I think I mentioned this before, but the way that the artist for Toilepon Hanako-kun does hands, I love. And I want to emulate that so bad, but I think before you can do that, you have to understand how hands work. Because I never, so like, I think something that they do is that they draw all 3 sections of the finger, but I never do that. I kind of like make the last 2 segments into one just because it's easier, but it would look a lot better if I drew all 3 segments like interacting. Yeah, if I can get through this and I can just change or do another different sketch, I would be happy. I want to move on to different sketches because this sketch is not not doing me any favors. I do not like how I did their faces, and I don't know why. Like, what did I do wrong? Why is my style changing? Okay. Gotta give him his Converse. I made his feet a little too big. Oh well, whatever. We can fix it. Fix it in post. Okay, wait. Yeah, they're like way too big, actually. Let me think. So your foot is supposed to be the same size as your forearm. The problem is here, the forearm is there's a little bit of forced perspective, what you call it, foreshortening. So we can eyeball it to like maybe here. There you go. That looks like way better. Wow, what improvement. Just sketch it out. There we go. His little X design. His X design is a little bit inspired by Harumasa, but it's supposed to be sort of like a cross, but just on its side. I don't particularly like drawing religious symbols, but I'm like, it's kind of too fitting. And this isn't directly a religious symbol, so this is my way of getting away with it. Okay, sketch done. I'm gonna just add a little bit of color, and then we can move on to a different sketch of them. Can we do like a standing pose just so I can establish like exactly how to draw them? You know, there was something in me that did want to draw them kissing, but I don't know. I'm a little shy. I'm a little shy too. I feel like it would be a little uncomfortable. That'll be something I'll have to draw another time. Yeah, I don't particularly like Neon's face. I don't know what happened. Oh well, whatever. It's the sketch period. I feel like I wonder. No, I was gonna say it's probably because I drew this on the PC rather than on like a tablet. But it's like, that's not a good excuse. All right, just add a little bit of color. This will be fun, right? Wait, I feel like I made him a little paler. Wait, yeah, I did. There, Neon's. Also, this drawing, I made his nose a little too high. He's a little too high up. He looks, now that I look at him, looking at this again, it's like he's very feminine. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's not what I imagined him in my brain. And I think what has to do with it is the nose. But oh well, it's a sketch. Maybe I'll fix it later, but for now, let's just do this. Yeah, I hopped on the Genshin last night being like, okay, I want to like actually play and maybe grind a little. And then I was like, hold on, I have this event and I want Bennett's outfit. Better do it. But I feel like it might, that's going to take us forever. Oh, I forgot. Nyan doesn't show any skin besides his face. Oops. Gotta color this back. Well, that's the eraser tool. I wonder if we should add a background just to sort of size everything or like put everything into an area. Let's see. What's a good, just like I just kind of want to put like a gray blob or something. Nothing too insane or crazy. Yeah, I guess like that. At least so I can also see too. Just so I can see what I'm coloring if it's white or anything. That would also be helpful. Which reminds me, that should have been the first color that I did. Wow, his skin is so close to white. That's so funny. That's the point, but still, it's kind of daunting. I like to imagine that Nyan, before he turned to a vampire, was actually a lot more tan. Or maybe like he just looks the same. That would also be kind of funny, where it's like, Oh, I think I got paler. And it's like, no, bro, you didn't. You look the same. You didn't go outside that much. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I got distracted by the song. Okay, the gray that I picked is too close to it's too close to the gray that we have here. Oops. Maybe we should darken it. Edit, tonal correction. Lower that shit so I can see. There we go. Just by a little bit. What else is gray? He's got a lot of metal pieces, so this is gonna be a fun. At least I drew a full body. I should be proud of myself for that. It's really easy to just not do that. God, I love this cover of this song. Such a twist. And Noah's voice is so good. Yeah, I still can't see the gray underneath. What the fuck? That didn't help at all. Edit, tonal correction. Here we go again. There we go. I can actually see there's some contrast happening. Great. Watch, we're gonna like color Luo, and I'm gonna be like, well, now the gray is too dark, and I can't see anything. Eh. Yeah, I shouldn't have drawn or colored in that black. That's not that we. That's too early. I went out of order. That's not good. Yeah, I think the handcuffs would be a nice sort of addition to his outfit. More accessories. Anything else that's silver? I think that's it. I did forget the little cufflinks. That's what they're called. They're literally called cufflinks. Cufflinks on his jacket, but whatever. Whatever. Nah, that's not important. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't bring up anything. Whoops. Color picking is not color picking for me. There we go. I do want to doodle or like draw out their little mascots, but I feel like I needed to establish their designs first before actually getting to that. But there's something in me that's like, oh, they would be so cute. I want to draw their little stupid mascots. There we go. The lightest blush. What was I thinking? Okay, we're doing blue now, right? So. What else? Okay, there's the red. I guess we can move on to that. I wish this red was a little more saturated. I wonder if I can sort of play around with that while we're here. But also, it doesn't look, the dark reds don't look that terrible. You could argue that it does fit the character, or his character a little more, but I don't know. I really would like a bright red. Not too bright, but like a little, this is like very unsaturated. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so his shirt peeks out underneath. Hold on a second. This song is so dramatic. I'm like kind of like tearing up, like just hearing it. Something that I kind of want to tap into and like watch are K dramas. I've never really been into that, and I don't know why. Because I feel like I do have friends who are like who watch K dramas and stuff like that, and I don't know. I don't know why I haven't. I bet that's like a huge thing, like a huge thing of entertainment. But yeah, never been able to, never tapped into that. I think because yeah, I don't think my family ever watched it or anything. So, but maybe like I feel like I'm missing out on so many classics like Boys Over Flowers or even like I don't know, what is that one? Not flying into you. What is it? Something like that. But anyway, like crash landing into you. Yeah, like that's iconic, right? I feel like I'm missing that one too. All these references and like these good stories. Why am I hand coloring this? I'm gonna get arthritis from doing this. If I haven't already. I do regret doing the silver first because now I have to like draw around all of it, but whatever. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's just more work for me. That's why I think I opted to hand color everything, but whatever. It's fine. Actually, I think his pants would come up there. That is a good red, though. I do like it, but we'll see. We will see. Let's just like grab this big space, whatever. We don't have to follow every single thing about it. As long as it's close enough, as long as it fills in the space, it's fine. Yeah, well, let me think. Why would he wear something like this? I don't know. Maybe this jacket was somebody's. I still have to think about his story. I was sort of trying to think about that, but maybe I'll go into it a little later. Let me focus on this. But yeah, why would he be so Victorian? I don't like story wise. I don't know if this would really be his style. I think if he wore casual clothes, it would just be sort of like a simple button up or something, or maybe like a black t-shirt or something. Like even that's like really really casual. But I don't know. I think he looks cool, but again, there's no like way for me to explain like why he likes this or why he looks like this. Just cause he looks like a vampire. I don't know. That's the reason. Like that's the design reason, but in world reason, no idea. All right, what are we doing? Oh, so I need to cut. I do want to see saturation. You're right. Maybe we should do that at the end. Okay, what else is there? Oh wait, but there's a lot of red elements that I also want to color in, but maybe we can't do that. Maybe we'll do that at the end. Wait, okay, black. Why didn't I start with the hair first? That would be nice, because then he wouldn't look bald. My gosh, he's bald. He's bald, and he's stealing hair from people. That quote from Totally Spies. That's another cartoon. There's a lot of cartoons that I haven't watched, even as someone who wants to work in animation one day and who like grew up with that stuff. I never watched the Winx Club. That is one thing I've never watched, and I had friends who like love Winx Club. Never really like got into that. And then yeah, Totally Spies was another one. I don't know. I feel like all the girly ones. I also didn't watch Pokemon as a kid. Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 is another one that I saw. I remember watching like one episode and I wanted to watch it again, but I can never. Every time I try to go on that channel again to find it, it was never on. But yeah, I feel like I missed out. Pokemon 2. Pokemon's like the big one. I feel like everyone feels like they look at me and they're like, you totally watch Pokemon. But it's like, nope. I didn't watch Pokemon until I was a little older. And the series I watched was with Iris, which I think was black and white. According to Army, I think that was Pokemon Black and White, which I didn't realize, but that just tells you like how late I was to the party. I don't know. I do like Pokemon. I do like the world itself, and I have played the game, but I'm also late to that. I don't know. It's just something I didn't grow up with, but I want to. I want to know. I want to be a part of that because it's good and it's iconic. Everyone knows what Pokemon is. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. That scared me. I keep doing that. God, I love him so much. He looks like a. I was gonna say Ice Queen. Not Elsa though. He does. That'd be kind of funny. Anyway, I always like it when people like compare their OCs. Not compare, but they like categorize. Nah, how do you say it? It's like when you're like, I don't know, like what we were talking about earlier, or like what were we talking about? How there's like strawberry and blueberry. I love that. I love little things like that. I think it's so cute. Try to think of more though. I can't. I also had to erase everything that I colored with red because it's the red layer is above this one. A little technicality, technical things. Oh, okay, I gotta do that again. I'm kind of tempted to just put this on top just to make it easier for me. Oh, but that looks ugly. Never mind, never mind. Forget I said that. Don't look at that. Yeah, one of the videos that I always watch all the time while I'm working or doing something is this play funny compilation videos. There's this one account from like Play Meme Please. That's what they're called, I think. Where it's just literally just like compilations of play funny moments from past live streams and stuff. And that's all I watch. Because they're long too. Like it's good when a video is both long and, entertaining. Because it's like, oh, if I do get distracted, I can watch, or I can watch it. Also, another one is Poker Face with Natasha Lyonne. Love Poker Face, and I'm so glad that other people are watching it. Like on Distractable, I think Bob mentioned it, and I was like, hell yeah. Because Poker Face is so good. It's so good. I thought it was kind of like, I'm not really into shows that are like from a streaming service or heavy, only on a streaming service, but Poker Face is so good. It's really well. Some episodes are hit or miss. That's with every show, but most of the times is really good. Always keeps me on the toes. It's a murder mystery. Natasha Lyonne plays Charlie, who's like a lie detector, a human lie detector. She can sense who if you're telling the truth or not, and there's no particular reason. It's just sort of like a gut feeling. Or I don't know. They don't explain it really, but that's sort of the fun of it. And the format, they changed it up. It's not like your typical murder mystery. So it's like you see the murder happen first, and then you kind of uncover how she uncovers it. or like you see the more details, I guess, through her view, and I love it so much. My mom and I bond over that show because she watched it first and she was telling me about it, and then I saw her watching an episode and I sat down and I got so interested and we watched it all over. And then we watched the final episode together and we were like, oh my god. We're like, that's amazing. When season 3 coming out? And then I had to be the bearer of bad news to tell her that it took, 2 years in between season 1 and season 2. So we're probably not going to get season 3 until another 2 years from now. And she was so sad. She was like, you kidding me? I have to wait 2 years for the next season? And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, so good though. Also, since we're getting to the shoes, I can actually show this. I imagine Neon to have red soles. Not because it's Louis or what is it? Who does the red soles actually? It's hey, that's actually a good one. Don't remember. It's not Balenciaga. Is it Louis Vuitton that does the red bottoms? But anyway, I just thought it would be a cool contrast. Oh, which red should we do? Maybe we should do the accent red, the bright one that we have. For his glasses? Yeah. There's 2 different reds. There's a dark red and a bright red. Yeah, I don't like how like unsaturated that is. I wish that he had a deeper red. I kind of like him with great pants too. This is kind of a look. Yeah, hold on. Who does red bottoms? Red bottom shoes. It is Louis Vuitton, but yeah, okay. We can kind of joke around and say that Neon has Louis Vuittons. I just feel like even like if it's not a brand thing, it just looks cool. I remember learning about red heels or red soles from a doll artist. His name is Hexjin, and he does a lot of like his dolls are very like high fashion, very stylish, beautiful, different style of customization than usual. But I feel like everybody who does custom dolls does everything differently. But anyway, that's how I learned. A lot of my art techniques and stuff I learned have come from doll customization, which is funny. It's funny how that kind of carries over. Like even design tips too. Like Delightful, she's one of my favorite ones. She is a character designer and she uses her stuff to design her dolls, and it's like you learn so much because she goes into the process too. I just like the fact that you can learn from a variety of media, you know, not just like specific art ones. Where do hamsters come from? Hamsterdam. Ah ha ha. Ah ha. You know where hamsters actually come from? They originate from China, I believe, and then Europeans took them and made them pets. But yeah, hamsters are Asian. Or at least like maybe a specific kind of hamster. But if you look at like lemmings and stuff, they're from Asia. Not lemmings, pikas. They're Asian. Masalore, more like genetic. Like all hamsters are from this. So technically Masalore, but yes, it's more like a history of like hamsters. Anyway, coloring. Yay. I love. It's actually adding a lot of dimension to this. Wait, am I on the right layer? Yeah, I am. Thank God. Oh, thank God. Wipes off brow. I can't wait for ramen. I don't usually get to eat instant ramen, and I love it. I love it so much. It's not good for you, but I love. What's a VIP redeem? I don't know what that is. What? What is that? I don't know what that is. Twitch has VIPs? Like, really? I did not know that. I actually legitimately don't know what that is. I've never heard of that before. So is it just like people who like return to the stream often? Is that what that is? Is that what that's for? I've never seen other people use it, so this is sort of, new to me. People you pick, so I can pick VIPs? Oh, like my favorite people. I see. Well, I don't really have favorites. I don't think that's right to pick favorites. Oh, I don't like how this came out. What the fuck? Yeah, I wanted like a... Hold up, let me see if that has contrast, because that's important to me. Top chatters? Well, that's what the check-in thing is for. The check-in thing is kind of like a way for me to see who is, loyal, but also it's kind of cool. I'm still trying to figure that out. Oh my god, I need to talk to my friend about that. But anyway. What am I doing? Tonal correction, hue, saturation. If I turn on the saturation, what does that look like? Yeah, not bright enough, or there's not too much contrast. But they're not gonna be over one another, so maybe that'll be fine. $10 million, that's to end stream, right? Won't that be the day? Ooh, I love that red. See, that's what I wanted. I didn't want this other like dumb red, this like light red. I'll think about it, but we'll see. Would be funny, yeah, exactly. That's the whole point of like the thing. Or you could end it in like halfway. It's like you guys have a lot more control than you think with that. Or no, that would be boring if you like if we were on the just starting screen and all of a sudden it was, like end stream. That's boring. That wouldn't be fun. You had to, yeah, it would be more community. It's like, hi guys, and it's like end stream. It's like, oh, bye guys. That's more fun. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, Maz, I don't feel like watching. Hey, okay, that's kind of mean. That would be a mean reason to do that. Like, alright, like, Masa, stop yapping, and then, See, that wouldn't be nice. Kind of mid-zealous. See, that wouldn't be nice, but yeah, I guess technically you would have that power to do that. I would be like, alright, fine, we're not gonna stream Zealous ever again. Ouch. Wow, so stylish. There we go. Okay, Nyan's all colored in. Yeah, I think I am happy with it. The belt. The belt thing is the only thing that I'm unsure of. I think once I'm sure about everything about the design, we can start doing reference sheets, but otherwise. Alright, time for... Hold up, I did want to try... The tonal correction. Where is that? Tonal correction. Up the saturation a little bit, because I didn't like how red or dark his jacket was. And yeah, I like this a little more. Hold up, we're going to have to like copy and paste this so we can fully see what's happening. Yeah, like that. I feel like that's like really strong. And this is how I sort of imagine it versus like what we have here. It's very subtle, but I don't know. I should drink water. It's hot today. You guys need to remind me to drink water because it's hot. And I'm too busy talking to remember. Yeah, I don't know if I would get liquid IV again just because I don't think like it's meant for me. Like I think it's meant for other people to utilize, its properties. So it's kind of strong. Yeah, it is strong, and like drinking it casually does like every time I drink. Let's just say like every time I drink it, I'm just like, I forgot. Like I'm like, oh, I forgot how what I was drinking. I forgot the flavor of it. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, I feel like the brighter red is prettier. Very like subtle, but I think the brighter red is much prettier. Half pocket. What half pocket? Like that thing? Oh, like half a packet. Sorry, I'm stupid. The heat's getting to me. Like half no, but my water bottle's like too big. So like if I put half a packet in, it's like you taste nothing at that point. So I had to like actually like use a whole packet. Yeah. So for me, I use like a whole packet of it because my water bottle is just that big, and I drink it throughout the whole day. So that kind of works on its own. It's just the flavor. I don't know. I think I'm like almost down to my last packet, so I had to start deciding like what my new substitute is gonna be. Okay, we'll color Luo next. Wow, it's only been 2 hours. That's crazy. I hope I'll be able to like draw something else over here. There we go. Wow, so stylish. I like to think that all my OCs are very stylish because I myself like to think myself as a stylish person. But who knows? Alright, Luo's next. Liquid salt. Yeah, I know. Again, yeah. It's made for like specific people in certain situations, and I am not that person. Wow, he's a lot darker than like right next to Neon. They're like different. They're so different. It's very dramatic. Like I said, like the only reason why I got Liquid IV was because like I used to drink Crystal Light, which is this water flavoring, but there's no benefit to it, and you can argue that it's actually not good for you. But there you go, that looks a little better. But I think there are other ways that I can do it. Like I don't necessarily have to drink like from packets. I could try that thing where you just squeeze lemon into water, but I hate that. I hate doing that. This is yucky. I'll think about it. I will have to, obviously. Or else what I'm gonna drink? Normal water? Maybe. It's not like I have a deficiency in anything and or whatever. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I did something wrong. I just wanted it for the flavoring. Like I want something that tastes good but also isn't like bad for me. That's so hard to that is a little hard to ask cuz most flavorings have like a lot of sugar and stuff like that, or anything good tastes like like Gatorade, or not a Gatorade, but like Yeah, I'll have to look or think about it. Like, can I just, or, yeah, I can't do that. I was gonna say, can I just, like, drink, I don't know. I can't drink lattes for this my life. I had to drink water, but I just wanted something to help me drink more of it by adding flavoring, because drinking straight water is just a difficult thing for me. So in order for me to, my way of thinking about it was like, if I add a little bit of flavoring, then I'll drink more water, which is true. It does work, but I don't want it to, inhibit my health or anything like that. Also, I forgot to draw his other foot. I mean, oh god, do I want to draw it now? It's technically there. Yeah, I should. I should be a good artist and remember that that is here. Just like do that at least. That works. Just get a picture of fruit water or something. I know. There was this thing, but I don't know if it works anymore. There is this thing that a lot of YouTubers were promoting where it was this like this packet. Air up. That's exactly. That's exactly what I was just about to talk about. But I don't know if it really works. Also, it's like it might be expensive, you know. I feel like I'd rather like drink normal water than spend the money on like a air packet that maybe doesn't work or taste good, you know? Cuz I've heard really mixed things about it. So, no, whatever. Yeah, I mean the technology is there and it does make sense. Air up does make sense where it's like it's your sense of smell and stuff like that. But I don't know if that's really going to work. I read his pins. God damn it. I've got so many details on him. Also, my pen is like way too skinny. I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll just drink normal water, but see, but I'm not crazy. That's why they made air up. See, like having flavored water just helps you drink more water, and that's see, I'm not crazy. I'll be okay. I'll be fine. I'll think about what my stuff. But yeah, just liquid IV is like It's not that my water tastes bad. It's just like the plain. It's just that I drink. I think I'm more motivated to drink water if it's flavored. You know, that's not that it tastes bad. Just that I think I'll drink it more if it was flavored. That's the whole reason why I got flavored water. But I feel like that's what I talk about all the time is flavored water. My flavored water issues. There's this girl on TikTok who does like water of the day, but it's not really water. It's like water, like 10% water, like 50% like alcohol, and like the rest is like juice or something. And she's like, here's my water for the day, and I'm like, that's not water. I think they used to be like water, or it used to be like actual water with like fruit juice or something. But then like she started adding alcohol into it, and now it's like that's not what you started with. I'm back. Welcome, welcome. The Gummy season dust. Oof, I hate that. Sneezing, I hate. I hate dust and allergies. But for some reason, like even though I hate sneezing, I'm never like pressured to like take an allergy pill. I'll be sneezing. I'd rather be sneezing, or I don't think it's urgent enough for me to take an allergy pill, but I'm legitimately just suffering. Well, I'll be sneezing for hours, and then my mom will be like, "Take an allergy pill," and I'm like, "Fine." Dust mask. That yeah. You know, I wear a mask when I do like vacuuming or even dusting. But it's hard to do it in the heat. But that's how bad it is. Where like I had to wear a mask. Oh, hi, Army. Welcome, welcome. Late to the party. We should call you Lady Party. Late Party. It's no Army Party. Army Party. More like late to the party. Anyway. Oh, childhood stuffed animals. That's cute. I miss all my. I still have like my favorite ones. Late tea. Lately. Late party. God. Anyway, we should hydrate. We should hydrate. Army party, more like late to the party. You're missing the joke. You're missing the joke. You're too far back. Anyway, yeah, we're hydrating. Yay. Finally, a reminder to hydrate. I was just talking about how I haven't drank water. And that you guys need to remind me more often. Anyway, how do we feel about this? I feel like we're not gonna be able to see this, but there like number 1, number 2, saturated red or not saturated red. So like, you've been at H Mart for like 6 hours. Is that what? Army, you've been at H Mart for 6 straight hours. What the fuck? That's crazy. You've been there since like 10, I think. 5 hours, not even. That's crazy. What do you mean logged on? Okay, then you're just lying. Anyway, they smell a bit, so I need to leave them out a bit. Oh, that's cute. I really wish that I didn't give away like my old like toys. Like I feel like I wish like my littlest pet shops and stuff. I wish I had those. My Monster High dolls. I shouldn't have not have given those away. The important thing is that I have like my favorite stuffed animals in the world, and that's who I'm based off of, or that's what my mascot's based off of, and that's the important toy that I will keep forever in my life. They're never going anywhere. I would cry. If I ever lost into a fire, I would cry. I would be so devastated. Anyway, drawing. Wait, I feel like wait, what was I doing? I don't remember. Hi, Shwazy. Wow, everyone's here. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for checking in. If you guys are just joining us for drawing OCs. Oh, hey, look at that. I resized all the emotes on Twitch too, so I did them on Discord and I also did them on Twitch, so yay. For some reason, I don't know what my brain was thinking when I made my emotes, but I made them too small. Like the recommended size was like 112 pixels times 112 pixels, and then but for some reason I put them like too small. Like I didn't fit them to like the whole box for some reason. Like I don't know what happened in my brain when I was making them. Yeah, they're just resized. That's all. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, I don't know what happened in my brain where I was like, oh, that makes sense. But anyway, we're if you're joining us, we're drawing my new OCs. Here we are, our handsome guys. Yeah, I don't know, saturated red or the saturated red with the jacket. The change is so subtle, but it's like, I don't know. Could go either direction. It's all in the jacket, by the way, if anyone sees this. Trying to get more editing done, but I'm wiped. Yeah, cleaning takes a lot of effort. I don't blame you. Just do it another day. That's fine. Just do another day. Anyway, what am I coloring? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, okay. I remember. I remember what I'm doing. Yeah, I can't wait for. Wait, when is that? They haven't even dropped a trailer. I was gonna talk about the Lads event or the new Lads beach banner that's coming up, but all they have dropped right now is teasers. No other information than that. It's crazy. So many fun banners coming. I want them all, but that never that never goes well for me. Okay, looking good. What do we want to color? His eyes, maybe. I don't know. I was trying to do it in an order where it's like light to dark, but I'm lazy now. I've thrown that all out the window. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to think about with these OCs. A lot of story stuff that I have to think about. Because originally I was going to have Luo, this one, I don't know, be kind of the cynical one. Looks goofy on the outside, is not cynical. But I'm kind of like trying to figure out their dynamic. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Do I have the brain power to explain this story? I don't even know their abilities yet. Like, I have no idea what Yan's like vampire powers are. I had to think about that. Sorry, I keep zooming in and out because like all my reference pictures are just like on the outside. If only can I open different sub video or sub views, sub windows? Is that a possibility with Clip Studio? So excited. I mean, I feel like I would prefer MC to be in like a bodysuit rather than like a swimsuit. I feel like that's a good change. Like it's really easy to just like put her in that. You can? Can you? Well, how do you do that? How do you put multiple sub views on the Clip Studio? I can't remember. Also, his blush is like way too dark. What the fuck happened? You look like the vampire in the situation. Also, it's like way too strong. What the fuck happened? Anyway, I don't know. I don't think she is going to be because a lot of people were crazy and they looked at the Infold posted like little gifs of each like banner, like a little sneak peek, and there's one where you can see MC on like a jet ski, and she's not wearing a bodysuit. She's like wearing like a skirt or like a dress, and I'm like, how does that work? Wow, wait, Paintosai can do that? I haven't touched Paintosai in like years, so I don't even remember that program. I tried relearning Paintosai when I started painting on my PC again, but I couldn't. I was so used to Procreate at that point that I was like, "Fuck it, I can't." We have to do or like Photoshop, and so that's what I was like, we can't." Sorry, Paintosai, I loved you, but no more. Can I? Hold up. Window? Maybe window. I'm only allowed like one sub view. Why? Anyway. So a lot of ways I had to combat this is like I had to put all my reference pictures into one picture and then put that into the sub view. That's the best way I can do it. Yeah, I like Clip Studio. I think it's because in school I use Photoshop, so like the UI is a little similar to that. Like the interface is a little similar to that. Also, I looked up tutorials on how to like change everything, so that also helped me. I had to look up actual tutorials on how to use Clip Studio because I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I don't think the layer menu is on the default side. I changed that so it's on here. I think it's usually on the left. But I was like, I don't like that. Anyway, yeah. It's been a hot minute since I've, like, drawn OCs or written new OCs, so I'm glad. And they're gay, so this is nice, too. Ooh, wow, look at them. Is it on the right? I don't remember. I thought I changed it up. Either that or I can't remember. Anyway, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I don't remember. My Clip Studios is fucked. Remember, like this is my 1.3 is different for everybody. My 1.3 is not the same as the 1.3 for everybody else, and that's fine. Oh, I didn't draw this one detail in his hair. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Sketches. Yeah, so I shouldn't talk about Clip Studio because I am weird. My Clip Studio is very, very weird. It's not about size how you use it. Exactly. I bet I could use the point 3 in Ollie's Clip Studio. I bet I could. That would be a great challenge. What the fuck? Oh, I'm not I'm not sketching the right color. He needs like his hair. There we go. I bet I can do it. I bet I can do it. I bet I can do it. Just give me, I don't know. I'll do like a black canvas or something and I'll paint in white so that you can see it a little bit or something like that. I'll make it work. Is that how I did it? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Wait, I was like, oh yeah, something like that. See? Referencing my own artwork. Yeah, I really want to do character sheets for these guys just to establish what they look like. And so I can have something that I could reference when I'm like, oh, how did I draw them? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know my settings. I'm not gonna lie. It's default, so whatever. It's okay. We don't have to. We talk about this every time we bring up my lines because they're just so thin. But yeah, we don't have to talk about it anymore. We get it. You use thin line work. See, we get it, Masa. Blah blah blah. You know. Default is good sometimes. I know. I don't ever mess with it ever. I am not. I don't have the brain power to mess with it. I know some artists out there are like, I have to have it like this, and I'm like, nah, I'm not picky. As long as I can draw and I know where everything is, I'm Gucci. There you go. Yeah, I don't like how I drew Luo's face. Like, this is not exactly what I imagined him to look like. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do with the story. Originally, like Luo, this one, the blue-haired one, in their story, he was supposed to unalive himself, and that's sort of how he became a Grim Reaper. But I don't know. Maybe I like more the idea that he was murdered because there has to be some sort of dynamic between them, and it's like in my brain, if he's the one who unalived himself, then Neon has to be the one to show him that there is stuff in life to live for. But then it's like, what does he give him? What does Leo give him? Like, I don't know. So, and also, I don't know if Neon would be that one, the positive one. I think he looks too serious, so I might have to rethink and change it up. I don't know. Thinking, had to brainstorm. You know, I'm realizing what their hands are doing doesn't make sense because I'm not drawing the objects in the original reference. So they kind of just look like they're holding something but not. I don't know. That's fine. Let's not look at that. I didn't say anything. I know. Well, it's too late now. It's too late now. We could put them. Wait. Alright, fine. We can add it. We can make them hold something. He looks like Eggo. Does that expound? What does that mean? I mean, Eggo means cute. No, wait. Eggo is like he has Eggo Sal, if that's what you mean. Like the under eye is sort of like a lollipop. Exactly. That's what I was gonna do. You guys are so smart. Chat's so smart. We're on the same wavelength. There you go. It'd be funny if this one was wearing like holding the lollipop and he's holding a cigarette or something. I don't think he would smoke. I think he's got too many problems. Well, if he's immortal, then he shouldn't have that problem, right? So maybe he could smoke a cigarette and be fine. Whoops. You know, I could copy and paste it. There we go. There we go. I'm not redrawing the hands. Sorry, I'm too lazy. Both get lollipops, yes, because I'm lazy. Put a glass of wine? Oh my god. Yeah, wait. How do I do that? I don't know. Cigarette, you know? There you go. I don't know. I don't know. It says not wine. Oh, so smart. That's another question. It's like, what is the rule about that? I think it's mixed on like if vampires can eat human food or not. And I'm trying to think about, yeah, I don't know. I think if he could eat food, then that would be a reason to teach Luo that life is worth living. But if he can't, then it's like, okay, you can't. That doesn't work. That dynamic doesn't work. Okay, I'm still trying to figure out saturated red versus this red. Very subtle. I don't even know you guys can see it, but I don't know. Maybe the more saturated red is too red. I don't know. It's so subtle. I don't even know if you guys can see it. It'd be really funny if I'm like switching off layers and you guys can't see it. It's just me. Or it's like either that or it's like it's that subtle and I'm just being really crazy about it. Wait. I need to read this. What if he knows Lua is chasing after him, so he has to stay on Earth to make sure he sticks around? Wow. That's so sweet. Maybe. Oh, I'm trying to think of how that would. He's just like. Okay. They do a bucket list, and Lua's like, all right, well, this is the last thing on your bucket list, right? Like, can we go to the underworld now? And and Neon's like, no, wait. He's trying to like think about what he wants to do. I've never been skydiving, so I'm just trying to go through all the bucket list things, just to keep him there. That'd be kind of cute. Yeah, I don't know. Had to really think, but that is a good one. He comes up with excuses. Yeah, this homicide, we had to solve it for the good of the people. We can't leave this poor family not knowing where their brother went, right? The last thing on his bucket list is to confess his feelings. Wow. What flavor is this lollipop? Good question. I'm a genius, I'm telling you. Well, that's what I expect from a writer, so. Feeling bubblegum? Should we do pink? Isn't there a song with bubblegum? I can't remember. Wow. God. I haven't had a lollipop in years. It's been ages. There we go. But okay, you know what? Because no one's saying anything about the saturated red versus the non-saturated red, I think no one can see it besides me. I think it's too subtle. So like screen-wise you can't see anything. But it's there. I swear to God. Which one? Which do we do? Which is better? I could go either way again. Like the dark, less saturated one suits him better. Yeah. There you go. That was all I needed. Very easily influenced. What do we think? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, now that we dealt with the hand thing, that's good. That's good. Really? Like, I'm so indecisive that I like the fact that I can have people tell me and give their opinion really does help me. Like, if I was doing this by myself or designing on myself, by myself, I would struggle so much. Like, I need other people to see it, or else I'm gonna like go crazy. There's this one time where I was designing like my VTuber and just like the hairstyle and stuff like that, and I asked Mitsuki about it. She was like, "I can't really see a difference," and that opened my eyes to like, oh, that's me. I'm the one being crazy. I need to chill out. I'm the only one who can see it. That's why it's good to get other people to see your stuff. Also, this like is too long. Whatever. Yeah, I also do that. I also send people stuff, but well, one time I gave Mitsuki a headache because she was looking so hard and trying to help me, and I felt really bad. She was like, "How do you do this? Like, I got a headache," and I was like, it's like my job." So, but I felt so bad. I was like, "Ooh, stressed." Number one, number two. That's what it felt like. It's like the one is like slightly different. Yeah, I don't know. There has to be sort of balance in the relationship. Like if like I feel like it would be the other way around. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If Luo unalives himself and Neon wants him to stay on Earth, it's like, whoa, then what does Luo teach Neon? Like there has to be like what I thought was like maybe he would teach him that life is fleeting. But I don't know. Is that like how would I do that? How do I portray that in like a long term? Because it can't be like an instantaneous thing, or else that would be boring. I have to drag it out a little bit, but that's what I'm trying to think. That's why I have to think about their dynamic. I feel like, and I feel like Nyan would be the one that's like life is, or life sucks because he's the serious one, and Nyan or Lua would be the other one, the opposite side. I'm getting their names mixed up. That's not good. Yeah, did I ever tell you guys this? But Nyan is named after an NPC in Zenless. But I bring this up because I just finished that quest with him, and that quest is so interesting. He's part of Port Elpis, so if you guys ever go into Port Elpis, you'll see him. It starts out with this guy. He's getting this prophecy that he is going to drown in the ocean if he goes out there, and something like that. I can't remember exactly what the story is, but then you realize like he is Neon, and then when you talk to people in the port, they're like, "Oh yeah, Neon died." You did that. You did that quest recently. That's so funny. Yeah, I remember doing that. Oops, and being like, "Huh, that's a good name for an OC." And then I made like Hawkeye July was like, "Oh, original character," and I was like, "Well, that's perfect. Here we go." But yeah, that quest is so interesting, and I just finished it recently too. So I was like, huh, the parallels. Yeah, so the end of that is where, yeah, the kid who we know as Nyan is not Nyan. His Nyan actually did die, and there's like some sort of thing going on where what is it? It's like there's like faulty, or it's like it's very suspicious. The shipping company that Nyan worked for and where he drowned was told not to go out to sea that day, but they did, and they covered it up or something like that. It's like really, it's actually a very interesting quest, and I was like, holy shit. Holy shit, I didn't realize there's this writing with NPCs. Like, what? And he was like, at the end of that, he was the guy who is Nyan, quote unquote, was like, after this case or trial goes down, I'm going to live life and walk the earth as Nyan, like how he wanted to. And I was like, that's so sweet. But wow, what parallels. Yeah, but after I named him that, I couldn't get my OC out of my mind, out of my brain. I was like, no, Nyan, no. Yeah, no, it's gonna be okay. And he gets stuck in the hollow, so I'm like, oh my god, we gotta save him. Yeah, you encourage him to sue at the end. Yeah, neon. It is neon. Well, we can't say neon because that's not right. It's neon. Neon is also the name of a creature in like Chinese mythology. It's this evil being that like comes down every new year and eats people or something like that. So people have to leave like food out for it or something like that. I just remembered that after it was through a TikTok, but it was like, which Chinese mythology monster are you based on your month? And the first one was Nyan. I was like, wait a minute. Neon Cat Neon. That's why his little mascot, where is it? The little mascot guy, that his is a cat with glasses and bat wings. And Lewis is a dog with raven wings or whatever. That's why he's Neon. They're very cat and dog coded. Golden Retriever, black cat coded. What time is it? Oh my god, I have 20 minutes. Yeah, we're not gonna get to a new sketch. I like collected all of these poses to draw, and I'm like, we're not gonna. I wanted to get through all of them, but no, I'm so slow. There's always next time. That is true. I do want to draw more of them, but for the stream, it's like, oh, you basically done nothing. From a stream perspective, it's like I didn't do anything. When I do the reference, I'm gonna actually learn how to draw fucking flannel, because I've been winging it this entire time, but I legitimately need to learn how to do this. I also like hearing about people's OCs. It's very interesting. It's kind of like an insight into like what the fuck is wrong with you a little bit. But it's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like I say that because I know the truth. Like all my OCs have a little bit of myself in me or like a friend or something like that. It's like all my OCs have a little bit of me. So if you look at an OC and you're like, "Huh, where'd they get that from?" It's like point straight to me. You know, like mother like children. That's how it works. Yeah, it is cute, or it is nice to see what people are passionate about. It's like these little guys, these little things in your head. I wonder if normal people create OCs. Like I think there are people who don't draw who have OCs, right? I think I've heard about that. Where people were like, God, how do you or how to, do stuff with your OC if you don't know how to draw? Hey, there we go. There they are. Da, 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 da. Did I show these off? I think I showed these off earlier, but I was like looking at like I was showing off what I did before stream. So I think I did show off this one too, like the combination of the size, right? On Discord, we were like, "Oh, mix 3 and 4." But can I be honest and say that I don't like I don't like the mix, and I like 3 the most. So I think we're gonna go with 3. Yeah, that's like my favorite one out of them. And I don't like the combinations. I don't know. I like this boxy shape that comes at the end. And I do like 4. 4 is cool, but the wings do kind of pop, are a little weird. Designing weapons is hard. Can I say this? Like, designing weapons is really hard because you could technically just base your design off your character. But it's like, how do you do that without repeating a motif too much? You know? Or it's like, can you add new elements? Like, what elements can you add to make it unique and stuff like that? Or it's like, if you do it too much or add too much elements from your original design, then it gets mixed. So weapons are hard to design. I will say that, but I think these came out nice. I started losing inspiration around here. I actually worked backwards this time. Kind of weird, but you would imagine like I did this way. No, I did it this way. That's why I never do it. I mean, I like it. Like, my characters are all fantastical, right? And they all, like, fight. They're all, like, shonen. So it's like they have to fight with something. Anyway, I also did handcuffs designs. I was showing that off, too. Because Nyan, as a detective, should have handcuffs. That's kind of important. If he ever needs to apprehend anyone, yeah, that's important. So I think we'll go with 1. Again, I started losing speed around 3. But number 1. Always number 1. But it's good to... I always choose number 1. But it's always good to explore your ideas. Because you never know. You know? Because for the size, like the second... This was my second one. So you would never know unless you drew it. That's my tip. Anyway, we can crop these guys now. Delete those. And then we're going to crop... Because this wide canvas is too wide. It feels weird doing, like, just flats. It looks so empty. Change canvas size. There we go. Just something to fit it a little bit. Not perfect, but it's fine. It's not a great sketch, but it's fine. We're exploring the characters. The pink, I low-key kind of hate. Oh, can we do a different shade of pink? Where is that layer on? Where is that on? Where... Wait, legitimately? Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Can we make it, like, less saturated or something? I don't know. I don't know why I'm caring so hard about this. It just sticks out a lot. That's all. It matches him. It doesn't match him. That's why he's looking at it like, what the fuck? Also, wait, I need to establish that. Like, can he eat it or not? I would like him to eat food. But who knows? For what we do in the shadows, they made it so that they can't eat food, but they just get, like, incredibly sick and just, like, throw up. But I don't know if I want that. Only bubblegum for Lou. I mean, okay, you know what? What? Oh, blood. I was like, oh, what would he eat? Oh, that's right. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's gross. Who the fuck made this? Who the fuck made a blood lollipop? What the fuck? Did you make it? That'd be so funny. If Nyan is just like, Luo goes through Nyan's fridge and is like, what the fuck is all this? And he's like, well, I had to experiment, you know? It gets like, boring. Strawberry and blueberry. Oh, that would have been good. That also would have been good. Again, but I don't know if he can eat it. Maybe he can. Okay, maybe he can eat it. There's just no, like, nutritional... like substance to it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, vampires are like so vague and they've changed a lot over the years, right? So it's like, what do you pick? What do you not pick? What do you make? He just stares at it. He could, yeah. It's like, I didn't know that vampires are considered undead. They can drink coffee? I didn't watch Tokyo Ghoul. Why didn't I watch Tokyo Ghoul? That's a good one. I think because it was kind of violent, and also by the time it was I'm one of those people for some reason are like, oh, it's popular. I don't want to watch it, but I should. Wait, what layer am I on? What the fuck? Oh wait, that's not the layer that I'm looking at. Why do I have an animation tab? Wait a minute, that's so weird. Wait, what? Why do I have this? This was a different folder. This was a different window. What the fuck happened? What happened to my clip studio? What? Okay, anyway. I just realized what that was. They can only consume coffee? That's interesting. I don't remember that. I know. I wonder what specific food that he would be able to eat or drink. Well, that would be kind of cute. I don't know. It would be funny if, like, the only thing he can eat was, like, I don't know, like chocolate or something. That's not funny. I meant, I like, that would be hilarious. It's not funny. I don't know. Something, like, cute, you know? Like, what if he can only eat sweets or something? So, like, he goes to cafes and he gets all these, like, really, like, cute, like, desserts or something. I don't know. Only red foods? That's like, that's Marceline from Adventure Time. That's her sort of, like, vampire thing where she can eat, where she doesn't drink blood, but she eats the color red. And I just think that that's the PG way of doing it. I don't know. Like, I think that's stupid, but yeah, very, very PG. Like, let Marceline drink blood, please. Only candy would be fun. Yeah, what the fuck? Wait, where's my... I'm trying to add shadows. What happened? Huh? Did I ruin it? What happened? Did I break my Clip Studio? Wait, what? Wait, legitimately, what happened? Why can't I draw? Oh, I'm on eraser tool. That's why. Oh my god, I thought I broke my stuff. Okay, whatever. Shadows, quote unquote. Maybe one day I'll like fix this up and make this into an actual like illustration. But for now, this is what we get. I don't know. So my reasoning for making him eat food but like not having nutritional value was because at least like he could show Luo that like, one reason to live or to be on earth is for food. Cuz food is good, but if he can't eat food, then what the fuck? Then why? I feel like it would work better if it was the opposite, you know? But then it's like he can't even eat food, period. So that also doesn't work. This is hard. Writing a vampire is kind of hard. What am I doing? I'm not even touching this animation thing. I keep thinking that this is opacity. It's not. I don't know. What would be a good food? I don't know. There's so many choices. I think the candy thing or the sweets thing would be kind of fun. Because it's like this guy. Imagine this guy walking into a bakery and he's like, I would like. give me the usual. And it's like this really like decorative, like extravagant sundae. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of cute. Red velvet cake. That's also one. Like, yeah, sweets. I think it'd be kind of cute, but I don't know. It could be a in moderation thing too. Yeah. Yeah, I think they would cover like in the story. I would cover like different reasons, but I think food is a big one. I know I like shitted on like Suzume, right? But one thing that they do that the movie does do a good job is showing you like why you should live life and what's so good about it. Food is one thing, like you can tell like throughout the movie, like the food is just like beautifully animated, very detailed. Like that's one reason. That's why I brought that up. But there are other reasons, like the people you meet, the adventures you go on, nature, the world. So that would be a part of it. But in this specific scenario, I'm trying to deal with like what the fuck is up with like Nyan and like what's his deal as a vampire, what he can or can't do. I'm just adding little things at this point. At this point, because I don't know if we don't have enough time for me to start a new sketch. So I'll just like do my best with this one, I guess, and fix things. Can I merge all the colors together? It's annoying having everything, having all the colors on one. There we go. Keep it all together. 10 minutes. I know. I have 10 minutes. Yeah, so we gotta fill the space with something. I forgot one of his piercings. Oh well. There we go. Then Nyan has like a matching one. I like to imagine that as they were kids, Luo was like, "Oh, go get piercings with me. We can match." He was like, "No, but I'll get this one to satisfy you, so you'll be quiet." And that was the one that he picked. Now I'm like, oh, do I want to add like highlights now? No. I mean, for a concept sketch, this is pretty good. But God, I hate the color of the shadow. Maybe we'll have to do like a blue instead. Edits, tonal, saturation, blue. Also, the opacity is like really high for some reason. It should be a lot. Actually, okay, never mind. Where is it? This blue. There we go. There we go. That's better. A little better. Always had that color. Yeah, red bottoms. I like his design for the most part. I just think like the stuff with his belt, I have to figure out. Like I was talking about this entire time on stream is like what's on his belt? Where is it? Where does he keep his things? Stuff like that. So I had to figure that out. But yeah, they're kind of look at them. Look at these two. So stylish. For some reason, oh, I forgot. Okay, hold up. I almost forgot like some details. He has like this X detail. Again, it's like almost cross-like, just like cutting, sort of like fillet cutting the edge of it. That's why I did this. I have the X design a lot in my OCs. Namito has a lot of X's in his design. Now it's Luo. That's just like my favorite go-to, I guess. I also have an X thing. Wait, I also have an X thing. Oh, okay, wow. It's like in My Hero Academia where they're like, oh, you can, like, each stylist for the costumes has a trademark. That's me. It's always like ties and X's. That's mine. I did that wrong. It should be like that instead. There you go. And then one side should be thicker, I think. I don't know if you would see it on the other side, but oh well. I don't know. I just think the X is kind of like a cool, edgy thing. Oh, I also wanted to experiment with rings, but I don't know if Lua would wear rings. Would you wear rings? When will you wear rings? How many rings will you wear? But I don't know. Like, as someone who wants to wear rings but can't because it bothers me when I draw or like even drive, like hold the steering wheel. So if he like uses a scythe, I think it would be kind of bothersome. So I don't know if he would wear it, but I would like to. I don't know. What if like I just didn't care? Then will you wear wings? Yeah. I'm glad that reference didn't go on deaf ears. That's great. Vings. That's so funny. Yeah. Maybe maybe the scythe turns into a ring. You're so smart. I actually was also trying to think about like where his scythe comes from, because I thought I had an idea where all the reapers like carried it in like a briefcase or like it transformed from a briefcase, kind of like Hugo. But yeah, the mechanics of trying to design all that, I don't have the brain for that. So I was like, maybe they just summon it, maybe they just pull it out of thin air, or maybe it's like actually something that they carry, but that's inconvenient. Maybe it turned into a ring. Oh my god, so smart. Will you wear wigs? Have you ever worn wings? I thought it manifested shadows, but yeah, like shadows. I think that would make sense. That's also the same for like Neon's like weapon, because I thought that he would have like a dagger or something, and maybe it'd be made out of blood. But also like that would require him to be like to pull up his like long ass sleeves and just be like or something and to get it out. I mean, that's like hardcore. That's violent, and I do like that. But the technicality of that. Because then I don't have to draw it on his body or hanging on his body anywhere. He could just pull it out, and it's great. Maybe. Oh, no. I'll have to think about it. Jewelry. I love jewelry. All my OCs had to be stylish. There we go. There you go. I think the sketch is basically done. Yeah, I need to figure out how to draw Luo's face, because that is not how I would draw. This is not what I imagined in my brain that he would look like. Oh well, whatever. Am I on a different layer? Oh yeah, I am. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey. Wait. Okay. Oh, my eraser's too big. Hold up. Hey, there you go. It reminds me of like when you draw like shapes into like a mirror or something. What did I do? Oh yeah, how did I draw that on the spot? I am not very good at drawing on the spot. Have I ever said this? I can't freehand things ever. So it's like when people ask me to like doodle something for them, I'm like, okay, I'll try my best. This little there you go. Yeah, I think if you know how sometimes the anime has merch of like just the mascot or them as the mascot. There you go. It's like in Haikyuu where it's like they're the little crows or whatever. There you go. Okay, we have 3 minutes left. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before we head out? Any last minute things? Have I ever guys shown you my signature? I think it's very clever. I stole it from a K-pop artist who signs her name like this. But instead of a bear, like she uses a bear, instead I do this. Oh, that's really big. Hold up, let me try that again. I have to do this all the time. I always take like 2 tries. There we go. I'm very creative. Where do we hide it? I never know where to put it in a way where it's not. How about there? Okay, there you go. There you go. Done. Yeah, okay. Only got one sketch done. Well, technically, it's not even one sketch. It's like half of a sketch, and then I colored it and added stuff to it. But, you know, as long as it does its job, concept stuff, trying to fill out the character, that's fine. We'll see on Sunday if I'm ready to do more or reference sheets. I'll have to do more concept stuff in between just to see and feel out more stuff about their designs and stuff. But yeah, 1.6 of a sketch. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty good. There, thought I should have been, but good night. Good night, Ollie. We're gonna head out soon too. But yeah, reference sheets. We'll see on Sunday. We may just sketch them more. Like, I was thinking we could work on rest of the other character of my other OCs, but I think that would be kind of weird to just kind of like cut these 2 off early and then come back to them. So I don't know. I kind of want to just be on the momentum of drawing these 2. So yeah, we'll see on Sunday how we feel, but just know that we will be drawing more OCs. It's OC centric week, so let's keep it that way. Let's keep it going. So yeah, guys, it's hot and I want to log off and go take a break, go walk outside and breathe in the fresh air, drink water or like anything, go grab a drink or something. So yeah, I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye bye everybody. OC August. Well, it's kind of late for that, but yeah, may kind of. But anyway. Bye everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Eat safe. Oh, eat safe, stay healthy, and drink water. Bye bye.